Hello, one and all. This is WellArmedWithTacos, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeons of Dredmor. When we last left off, we had just entered floor 11 and just started clearing the room. Haven't quite completely cleared it yet. There are potatoes, crab composers, and Megadeth is... I don't know what the plural for Megadeths is. So far, nothing too challenging, although the -1 health from the lingering weakness missile is a little annoying. You know, I deliberately made sure not to step on it and then managed to step on it anyways. We now have a blink curse. I'm now going to start randomly teleporting around. This is not good. There are many dangerous things that can happen because of random blinking. For instance, going here. Let's assume we're not going to blink out of here anytime soon and endeavor to clear the room. Wonderful. And we're back over here. Just kind of walk around this way. I don't really want to do too much as long as we're cursed. You must find the item and be warned it is defended. Only a few more turns of this. Right, we're cured. Lots of bad guys in this room. Let's try to fight them in a convenient way. The Megadeth actually scares me more with his spells than the sheer physical damage of the Muscle Diggle. Watching my hit points. That -1 hit point is now -3. Which is what worried me so much about that spell, the fact that it gets worse. There is an evil potato over there. Let's kill the potato. I will pick that up for selling purposes. Let's kill the royal bee. Let's suit up. We'll take the axe. We'll throw that into that. We'll throw that into that. We'll check out what's up here. We already know that there's not a trap that'll fire because it's right over here. I didn't mean to permanently kick that door open, but oh well. Let's try to get rid of that. We succeeded. Let's see what else is lying around. I will try to ignore those. Let us go down instead of up, because there's less space to go here. We have a Secretator who is quite deadly. We lost about 23 hit points there, which is more than we usually have to worry about for these things. I don't know how dangerous this guy is going to be. I'm being less careful around the haloed enemies than I normally am. Lockpicks. Something to smelt. And by smelt I mean turn into phlegm. And let's kill this potato. So far, not nearly as dangerous as those other potatoes. We are very close to leveling again, which is always a good thing. Level is always good. It gives us improved stats and other stuff. We'll take that sword. We'll get an autosave for our time. And we have the Time Lord Scarf, which has lots and lots and lots of positive traits to it, including +4 sight radius. I will lose my trap affinity and my trap sight radius, but I get a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, first thing let's do is let's pick it up. Where is... confiscate. Let's see. Let's really compare here. So this has 2 points of damage. This has 4, so my damage will go up. It has 2 of the skull resistance, which I currently have none of, so my only resistance was coming from this amulet. And 1 of the astral resistance, of which I have 4 remaining. I get 2 in that resistance, 10 in the frost, I believe that is the frost resistance, of which I have none, and then 1 slasting resistance, of which I have 1. So potentially useful, certainly. And then I gain 1 to my stubbornness, which is a stat I use. Then I gain 2, or a total of 3 to the stats I don't use as much. Interesting. Then I gained 1, I believe that is the armor absorption? Yes, armor absorption. And then I gain trap sight radius and trap affinity. Trap affinity doesn't seem to be that helpful to us anymore because I'm having trouble getting rid of these traps anyways. As you can see here, the stats that are keeping up with my level are in the 30s, 40s, and even the lower 20s. So having like a 6 in a stat really isn't that helpful. Now, these are different. That's like smithing level, whatever. Losing the trap sight radius will be problematic. I gain 1 more to my armor, which is a fair trade-off for the armor absorption. I gained some stats to my mana that I couldn't really care less about, and then I gained the bonus to my sight. We will try it. See how far I can see now. Pretty far. Pretty far. I actually want to keep those for selling. But we'll have to see how far away I can see new traps. Because if I can only see new traps, these are traps I already knew about. If I can only see new traps when I'm 1 square away from them, as my... I want to do that. As my trap sight radius is now only 1, that will not be a good thing. But I do have a very far field of vision now. So as we enter new territory, we'll have to keep an eye also how far away I can see traps. So far, I can see none. Long as it's really 2 squares away, I can barely react to it. Also, that guy was hitting pretty hard. I did not see this until I walked into a square away from it. So I do believe it is kind of the worst case scenario. That's a pretty good headpiece. It's actually a fairly considerable headpiece. Nah. I had to think about it for a minute. I want to see 1 more trap appear from 1 space out of the blue. There won't be 1 in here. There usually is not any traps inside the store. That's not good for business, you know? The scintillating ethereal sword. Apologies, I was distracted by something. I will have to deal with that in my own time. I am being pestered by flying insectoids now. Wonderful. Anyways, let's sell this stuff. Keep the rest of this stuff. Oh shoot, I just sold that necklace, didn't I? Oh no. Well, we're stuck with it now! Shoot. That's not gonna be good. I can't move like 1 space like this. And I can't react fast enough to it. See? I'm just gonna be walking in traps. Also Zoo. Called it. Well, I can see quite a ways into it. I can see that this is gonna suck. Might as well just trigger all these, just deal with it. Alright, I got a little bit of playroom here. Apparently they can't go one space below. I can, but they can't. Let's go right here. This is single file. And we get our level up. And I didn't get to read the reference because I already clicked. We already took Quake. So at this point, it's really just a matter of leveling the things that we just kind of will take for the purposes of having it. So we can take Polymorph Injunction, which allows us to turn a monster into something else, which is admittedly considerably useful. And then we can mute spellcasting, which is useful. I can turn on debuffs. I can counterspell. All this stuff requires heavy mana though, which I don't use. These are time and money, which I have. Strangely enough. Oh, isn't that ironic? The two things I have the least of in the real world are the things I have the most of in this game. So this allows me to dump my depths, which I don't take. I can take payouts based off enemies based off my savviness, which isn't that high. I could bribe enemies to fight for me. I can get half resistance for quite a bit of money. And I can get a bailout to remove all the consequences of my fiscal responsibility. I'm thinking we might just end up going emo magic, but that's got the same problem as law magic. It requires spells. But I'm not really interested in doing anything with the banker traits. Huh. Sorry, reading the references. I think we're just gonna go into emo magic. Or do we want to go into law magic? Two very different kinds of magic. Cooldowns be reset. If I can make it to the counterspelling, that would be nice. We're gonna go law magic. I have 0 XP, so I either just leveled up, like I don't have any to spare. Nope, we're still getting. Okay, so we're gonna get another level up. That's all I really need to know. And if I go up here, I can now polymorph things. I'll have to remember that I can do that. I am really kind of disappointed I sold that necklace. That's what I get for being inept, eh? Throw some acid around. Now that I have quite a bit of their attentions, they're just going to continue to throw debuffs at me forever. Just kind of drag them over here. There we are, the single file line. You can stop not dying. Thank you. Look at all that. They're turning my mana into garbage, which it already was garbage, but now it's even worse garbage. And eventually that negative stack to the health is going to hurt a lot too. There's the purple cloud of death. The potatoes can use it. It just used it in the wrong spot. Alright, that fish has to go. I want to move this way. I definitely want to use armor up. These things have to go. The potato can't really fly through the anvil, which is giving it a hard time pathing to me. Like I said, very single file here, which is good. That's what you want. At least for my character, that's what you want. Should eat something. Let's get that health generation going. An acid ball that way. Just start stacking out those damages. Look at all that. Just a whole bunch of purple waiting for me up there. Let's throw another one. Get some more attention. What did that one lose interest or something? Now it notices. Come here, you. Crap, I moved into it. Am I standing in that field? No, I'm not. Nope, I was. That's not good. The fact that there's 3 of these potatoes here is actually a little bit scary now that they are actually using that dangerous attack. There are several stacks of it in that location. You can tell by the amount of animation. Okay. So this is not good. So we need to consider our options. I think it's time we do this. Centered here, I guess. That stunned them all, which is exactly what I needed to take the opportunity to get out of that mess. Ah! What a use. Okay, next thing I need to do. Right now, I think just getting regular food should be enough. Stop that. Come fight me in melee like a man. I don't know what kind of effect that is, but I don't think I want to step in that. Just watch our health, watch our buffs, watch the debuffs. Take notes. It's all about statistics in this game. All about numbers. I walked into him again. I need to remember to be more careful of those fish than I actually am. Also, they can do that attack at ranged. They don't usually, but they can. Our health is looking okay again. That's good. That gas cloud just happened. This is not good. Okay, down. Get out of that cloud. Kill you. Kill you. Let's just kind of linger. There we are. Our exit's free again. Don't want to pick any fights I can't walk away from when the cloud is there. Gotta take these zoos as comfortably as you want to. Don't rush him if you can't. Well, got time. I don't actually think we're gonna finish this video. No way, there's 47 launches left and we're down to the last minute. It is a big zoo. Let's go in. Oh. It didn't go how I wanted it to go at all. Right. We have a crap ton of these in the inventory. Turn you into something else. Oh. Well, that sort of worked. If that's all it does, I've got to just get them out of the inventory. I thought they did something more than that. Got these potatoes. I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of these videos yet, but in the real world, I actually really do not care for potatoes. I like them when they're fried, but your regular, everyday, like, potatoes, no thank you. Like, I hate the taste of baked potatoes. Don't like potatoes. Let's just get these used. I don't remember what this one does. Well, I think these ones are the ones that were really good against undead. Yeah, it's holy damage, which is like going to do nothing to the holy fishes. So I'm actually going to run this way. I'm going to switch to something else. Like, I don't know. Just keep Key Strike on tap, I guess. Those abilities cost nothing but time. Phew! Stop throwing magic. This is a perfect time to use that, actually. Kill that fish and then move away. Let's hit this fish with a seismic uppercut. Because the fish is really hurt. I do not have a lot of holy resistance. I don't think I have any holy resistance, actually. No, I don't think I have any radiant resistance. Also, we have gone way past 20. Let me finish killing these things. The bee and Mega Death here. Alright, folks. When we come back, finishing off the remaining 35 monsters in the Monster Zoo. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Take care and bye-bye.